Wesley Ward was bred top and bottom for thoroughbred racing. His father, Dennis, was a renowned jockey, and his mother, Jeannie, is the daughter of Big Jim Daly, a former steeplechase rider and for 29 years the head outrider in New York. No surprise, then, that young Wesley was destined for a career in racing. However, few would have guessed the Everest-type heights the country boy from Washington would scale nationally and internationally. Born March 3, 1968 in Selah, Washington, Wesley Allen Ward is one of only two Washingtonians to win an Eclipse Award. The other is the great sprinter Chinook Pass. After riding an incredible 158 wins in 300 mounts in the Northwest Bushes, 16-year-old Wesley Ward took New York by storm in 1984, winning 335 races, over $5.1 million in purses, and capturing riding titles at Aqueduct, Belmont Park, and the Meadowlands. For that, he was voted the Eclipse Award as the nation's leading apprentice. But Ward's riding career is not the reason we are here tonight, as remarkably, Ward's training achievements tower over his riding career. Like many other jockeys, Ward's career in the saddle was curtailed by a burgeoning waistline.
Knowing him we grew up like brothers from day one, a lot of people might not realize that he was a brilliant rider, probably the best jockey I've ever seen pound for pound, forgive the pun, but he grew awful fast. But while he was riding, and I'm sure as you know, we flew him across the country when he was heavier than I was to ride a lot of my stakes horses at Long Acres.
Now down the lane they come, and Twice Written now has the lead by 2. Fire Sweeper holds second, Heart Lifter is third, then Cruisin' to Sue and Mere Scintilla. Twice Written draws away by 3, then Fire Sweeper by 4, then it is Heart Lifter on the outside. There is Twice Written.
Although he would ride 5 more years, Ward realized early that his days as a rider were numbered. It is said that ex-jockeys don't make the best trainers, an expression that Ward either never heard or simply ignored. At last count, trainer Wesley Ward had won 1,380 races, amassed over $43 million in purses, racked up an amazing 36 graded stakes wins in America, attained superstar fame overseas by becoming the first American trainer to win at Royal Ascot, something he now has achieved 6 times. And last fall, he had 2 wins, 3 seconds, and 1/3 in the Breeders' Cup at Santa Anita. Of course, no career is 100% glory. There were some lean times along the way, especially early on. After breaking his training maiden with Mariana Red at Yakima Meadows in 1991, Ward enjoyed some modest success at Long Acres before moving his operation to Southern California in 1992. Unfinished Symph, ridden by Gary Bays, gave Ward his first 2 graded stakes wins and also finished 3rd in the 1994 Breeders' Cup Mile.
He always was an excellent judge of young horses, and he knew he could tell which horses had talent. I was fortunate that when he did become training, he called me. I was riding at Yakima. And he called me to Southern California, where he was at the time, and he had a horse called Unfinished Symph. And I wound up riding that horse 4 or 5 times for Wesley. We won a couple, I think Wesley's first graded stakes, I'm not sure, but we won a couple grade 3s in Southern Cal. And that horse wound up running 3rd in the 94 Breeders' Cup Turk Mile. So we had a great relationship, and Wesley went on to do some amazing things.
Things really took off when Ward relocated east in 2006. On the recommendation of Hall of Fame trainer Bobby Frankel, keenly impressed by Ward's eye for young horses, Ward began training horses for owners, breeders Ken and Sarah Ramsey. Said Ken Ramsey, "I told Bobby I don't have a good 2-year-old trainer for my kitten joys." And he said, "I've got just the man for you, Wesley Ward. He rides his own horses." In 2009, Ward went across the Atlantic to Ascot and made history when 2-year-old gelding Strike the Tiger won the Windsor Castle Stakes at odds of 33-1. It was hardly a fluke, though, as Ward has added 5 more stakes wins at Royal Ascot, including a Group 1 victory by Undrafted in the Diamond Jubilee just last month. The 5-year-old gelding is owned by NFL wide receiver Wes Welker. Ward also was one of the stars of the 2014 Breeders' Cup. 1 year after finishing second to Groupie Doll in the filly and mare sprint, Judy the Beauty held off Better Lucky for a head victory to give Ward his first Breeders' Cup win as an owner and trainer.
Judy the Beauty and Better Lucky, the two coming to dispute it now. Judy the Beauty sticks her neck out, goes for the wire. On the outside, Better Lucky's catching. Better Lucky, Judy the Beauty. Judy the Beauty won it ahead in a thriller.
A day earlier, Hootenanny and Luck of the Kitten gave Ward a 1-2 finish in the juvenile turf, while No Nay Never and Sunset Glow finished second in the turf sprint and juvenile fillies turf. Despite the success, Ward has never forgotten his modest beginnings in Sela. He's what I would call a jockey's jockey, said Ramsey. He likes to help out the apprentices and jocks just getting started. He'll put them on a horse that he thinks all they have to do is hang on, because he's got that thing where he just wants to help. And tonight, the young man from Central Washington adds another chapter to his thoroughbred career as Wesley Ward enters the Washington Racing Hall of Fame.